Hi all, welcome back to more Skies Above Britain. This is my Chapter 2 Patrol 3 Part 3, I think. Okay, not been long away, just copying that part across just now. So we are sitting, well, with the option of doing stuff in the bomber formation step. I think the fact that we got the suppression, we should still do this step at least. Whether we have around 3 bombers or not might depend on how we go in here. So let's do that. So we can't make use of anything that's lost contact. Just these guys here. Now we could send this guy back to base, which would normally be the right thing to do, but the fact that we're going to try and stay for disruption, we could do with him here as well. Obviously there's risks there, but we'll keep him with his leader, which hasn't used now the blue green pilot is away. He's the one that went lost contact. So I'm going to use this no ammo guy just to get the extra numbers. We are going to come in from the flank, so the disruptions more, we're going to get more chance of disruption, but the numbers, whether we've got enough numbers or not, I don't know. So let me have a look and see what I think might be best. Right, I was away on pause there for a bit. I came back and wondered what I was doing. I was to try and set something up. So what about this? Maybe to attacking this first with a disruption number of 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, however, if we succeed at that, which is what we're hoping for, then we're going to have 3 goes at that with a disruption number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, in fact, the no ammo guy should probably be at the end. Thing is, he's our green leader, green pilot, because I want to try and add damage if possible, don't I? And obviously he can't add damage because he's got no ammo, but he's wanting to be there to add himself. But if he goes in the last attack and these two can deal damage, it doesn't matter if it destroys it. Well, actually it does. It does, doesn't it? Because if we happen to go hit, destroy that, then it's a destroy marker, and then he's going to have a shot on only a 3, 4, 5, isn't he? It's no, I don't know what's. Is it best me not putting 2 damage on that then? Because I think your likelihood coming from the flank. Well, hang on. Let's have a glance at the cards. Coming from the flank, you're not really guaranteed. Yeah, the damage isn't so great anyway, Grant. Damage is a bit hit or miss, really, so I think that'd be alright that way. Okay, we could get lucky and get damage, and then that Stuka's then destroyed. Well, hold on. No, that doesn't help. Because I kind of want to destroy the bomber as well in some ways, but I guess I'm wanting to look for more disruption number, aren't I? But if you're just trying to do this as a second round, I wonder if I should go back and actually do it this way then. I mean, that's you hoping that both these are going to deal damage. So if I do it that way, let's say he deals damage, then he gets a shot at a disruption of 3, 4, 5, 6 rather than his one at 5. But then he can't then deal damage, and then he gets a shot at a 6, or possibly a, well, no, it wouldn't be a 7 because you Third damage is going to destroy. Yeah, I feel like in some ways I maybe shouldn't be putting them all on the one guy, but I'm trying to get everything out of it, really. I'm trying to isolate 4 tiles here and destroy 2 bombers. I'm trying to be greedy, whereas it might be more sensible, you know, putting this guy on that. I'm sure there's a better way I could be doing this. You know, I could have him on that. I could have him on that. And then there's the only way they're going to get destroyed if we've got an engine damage, a catastrophic damage. That could happen as well. But then you come out at the end without. I think I'm just going to stick with it this way. I think it's quite. It's tricky, but you know what? It's a random card draw that you can't really totally predict. Yeah, I mean, I've already been told by the guys, and I'm starting to learn a bit, and Stu's got me writing things down, but you still can't guarantee it. I mean, watching back on one of the last parts I had, I only put enough fighters on, and then the last card I drew was no damage on it. And I was like, well, how can you know, I would have had to add an extra aircraft to that, and who's to say that one's got no damage as well? You can't totally, you're not going to know. You can't, I've no crystal ball, if you like. Okay, I guess I'm sure this could be done better. Well, I'm going to go with this way then. So I'm going to do, I've got blue leader, blue 2. Yeah, this is only green pilot. However, we do have 2 veterans as well. So yeah, this one could protect this one, but remember, the way I've got them set out, he's going to go first. So anyway, right, so let's do blue leader. Attacking this with a disruption number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft and 3 damage markers. So it's an 8 coming in from the flank. Continuous tile. So top row, middle column, looking for an 8 disruption. It's 9. Oh, but we've got a dorsal gunner. Good stuff. So yeah, that's it's funny how I always look at that first and say, it's 9, it's 1 more, and then I realise the damage. So that's right one. So we get the dorsal gunner. That's good. Get the dorsal gunner hat, which hasn't destroyed that. Now look at the 9, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect again. Yeah, I'm sure people are out there saying, you're a lucky get, Grant. And get, that's probably not a term. That sounds like something Scottish or British at least. Lucky get. I don't think the Americans will know what that is. It's maybe a politer way of saying some other word. Okay, so dorsal gunner damage. We got the 9. Right, let's again update things. So that's another kit isolated. That's 3 out of the 6 that we're trying to get. Of course, the other one being here is obviously going to automatically isolate the other 2. So, but that's going to be the trickier one to get. We're going to have to get a low number on that. Anyway, so damage, disruption, and then he's low ammo as well, so that's him no ammo. Right, okay, hang on. I still think you should keep on. I mean, I could cancel the low ammo ways privilege. I know it's... I don't... See, the thing is, I don't think I'm coming back. But what if you are, Grant? But what if he gets caught up in the escort reaction? Well, on saying that, the ambush is going to pick on a lost contact thing, so that'll not be him. So the only thing that could pick up on it is if we get an escort reaction and it picks this and it randomly selects that blue leader. And of course, yeah, there's not going to be any vector markers because this is going to trigger at the end of this, and that's just going to move into there. There's not going to be any channel patrol thing checked. I actually think this might be another case where it's worthwhile just spending the privilege to, and then I've possibly could use this guy. I don't think I'm going to, but say things go wrong here, and I want to go in again, then I can't go in with him because he's no ammo. And it's that whole catch-22 where you say, well, but you know, you really want that to save him from, you know, his fate roll, give him the pluck number and whatever, but he's not going to be there because there's no ammo. He's just going to return to base. But yeah, that was a good point Hal had made. I remember reading that. I'm going to go back over that one because it was quite good. He explained that it was probably better to send these guys back because it was a veteran. I think he said at the time he was going to go back and get a skill or something like that, so it was safer to like protect him. And I suppose I'm not really thinking about that way. I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but it was about my choice about maybe keeping the guy around or not. And he thought it was better to send him back so that he was going to then either gain his veteranship or gain his ace skill or something like that, and be ready for the next patrol. So that was quite a valid point. However, I'm still going to probably do this. Hang on. I still think cancelling this low ammo is the right call here, though, because I'm not going to have the use. Well, I would have the use for it if he gets into trouble, but he won't get any trouble if he's got no ammo. I don't know if that fully makes sense or not. And I think this is what Hal was trying to say is like, don't tempt that fate, you know. I mean, if I take this no ammo away and give him low ammo right now, I'm tempted him to put him back in, and then it's maybe going to cause him trouble. I think that's something to think about too. What I mean is it's going to waste his privilege still anyway. Okay, I should seriously consider about not using him, but I still think I should cancel his low ammo result here. So that is blue leader. Aye, so I'm going to flip that upside down. And he's used his veteran privilege. Let me just see here. Cancel low ammo. Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's right. I'm going to do it, and it might be that I just send him back to base anyway, and then there's no harm done. He's like, you only get to use one veteran ability per patrol. Patrol's finished for him. He's back at base. He's not got any die rolls or anything like that. Okay, that's good. Right, so he's done. Well, depends what order you might want to do. That was a damage. It's a 10. Where's the cut? Oh, I'm looking in the discard pile, thinking there's no damage on that. No, this was this one. The previous one did not have damage on it. I think I kind of want damage on this next one as well. But that was a 9. Once we go up here now, we need to get a 5. So it's riskier, isn't it? I think I'll just stick down here and finish this one off then. I mean, again, it's a random draw of a card. So, that was it, yeah, low ammo. We cancelled the low ammo. Right, so blue 2, just a regular pilot. Now this is, I forgot though. This is an isolated tile now, Grant. So you're not looking at the top row, you're looking at the middle row. So middle row, middle column, come from the starboard. Looking for a damage, really. Oh man. Oh, look at this, was a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't have been good enough anyway. So kinda glad that, although I was really hoping for the damage there. Look. The previous card had the damage there. Had a 5 and a damage. So there's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not even getting the 5. And he's getting low ammo. So he's no ammo. There's nothing. I can't stop that one. Nah, it was a bit of a bomber. On saying that, like I say, if I'd picked this guy for that, we didn't have the 6. So it's not that I missed out on that with that card. So let's hope that I would need a damage and a 6. A damage and a 6 would do it for me. That's what I need. Right, well that's that done. So it does mean that although we got the isolation there, we just didn't finish that guy off. But yeah, I mean, we're limited to the aircraft we had. Right, so if we can isolate this tile, that's three more points because it automatically isolates A2. So green 2, contiguous tiles, so top row, middle column for the flank, and we need a 5 or a damage and a 6 disruption. And that's a 9 with return fire. Yeah, I'm going to have to be lucky to get out of this one. So a 9 is a and then return fire for this guy. So it wasn't even damage as well. That's we really wanted the damage to help us out, and he cannot damage, so that's not worked out well. Yeah. This is return fire, yeah? Nah, hang on. Right, here we go. So return fire for this guy. Oh, it's an ammo as well. That's good. Oh, come on. I was on the phone to somebody and I get the automatic replies. Right. Let's see if I can leave it there. I'm just thinking, all the return fires we've had have been non-hits, haven't they? So it was a damage. It was an ammo again. So he's now gone no ammo. Right. Okay. Well, hang on. Now I do want to do these the other way about then, and I think I don't think there's a problem with that. Nobody's said anything. I mean, I don't think I should be bothering switching them over, but I'm allowed to do them in any order I want, and when I set them up in the order, as far as, I mean, I feel like I can change it about. Yeah, I think it's fine. We're allowed to do them in any order we want. And the reason being is because if he does able to deal with damage, then it gives him, he can't deal with damage basically, so it gives him an extra shot. So using green leader, now he is a veteran. So again, 3, 4, 5, we're looking for a 5, or if it's got damage on it, a 6 number disruption. So top row, middle column, it's a 7, almost swore. So if he had dealt the damage, we would have been in. So it's a damage and a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's getting low ammo. Actually, the same situation there with green leader. Well, there's an added factor here that if he goes and attacks and gets a green hat, he would at the moment be able to protect him from his privilege. So, well, I'm going to draw the damage first then to see what happens there. Okay, so damage. Right, it's we don't want this to go off. It's a 12 catastrophic possibility, but because if it goes off, it destroys it, but it replaces these 2 markers with just 1. So I kinda don't want it. Well, I don't know. I mean, that would give you another bomber kill. Right, it's not a 12. So yeah, I've got this strange feeling that we're not finished yet. Which means I might be cancelling this ammo as well. This is risky, okay, I know. But again, what do you know? You can't, no crystal ball available. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not 7. he's going to get low ammo. I'm going to cancel that. Green leader, this is Grant, so I'm going to cancel, use his veteran ability. That's good backfire on us horribly. To keep him at just low ammo. Because I think we're going back in again. The thing is, Grant, though, yeah, but if I don't get these 3 points here, I'm wanting to come back in and go for this and this, you know, to get 2 more points. And in actual fact, you know what? We could chase back. These are 2 sections, right? We can split them up, but we could potentially chase back with... Yeah, it'd have to be the 2 sections of 2, wouldn't it? We couldn't, because it needs... Well, unless we just go with 1 section. Ooh. Well, then 4 aircraft give you a better chance. What I'm saying is we could chase, and if we succeed, come back in here and maybe give them an order to suppress the escort again. Possibly. Well, do you need to do that though? Because you're in amongst the bombers anyway. Maybe not. Maybe that's a waste as well. Right, he's done. So our last chance here is... that's that done, yeah? We did stop the low ammo from happening. So last chance is our green pilot at the back here. There's no ammo, so we can't deal any damage. Just looking for a disruption of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got to be a 6. Because again, let's say you can't damage. So top row, middle column, looking for a 6. Oh, you rat. Another 7. And there is some in there, isn't there? There is some. There's a 6. There's a 5. So the 9, yeah, 6 and a 5, yeah. There's definitely not as many of them, is there? Look at this now. Now we've got a return fire, and if this turns out to be a green hit, I'm not going to be able to stop it because I've been selfish. So the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can count it all day longer, and it's still 6. Right, so return fire on this guy. Hoping it's not a green hit. Right, it's a straight up hit, so I wouldn't have been able to stop that, thankfully. Let's hope it's elevator 7. Let's say elevator's pretty good, as long as you're not over the channel. That is pretty good, the elevator. Although he's a green pilot, so slight more risk. Yeah, it's not too bad though. It's still not too bad. Right. Well, that didn't all go to plan, but I knew there was just only having 6. Well, sorry, no, 5 aircraft, wasn't it? Only having 5 aircraft. So all we achieved there was 1 extra point, wasn't it? And now I'm sitting here thinking I've got to go in again. But the thing is, we're not going to get these 3 points now because they're going to drop their bombs. Damn. But we could come back in and hopefully take care of this and this. And, well, we might only need that and that, I suppose, maybe. We probably want to chase with something. Try and get something else. Probably want to try and get 4 aircraft in, put 2 on this and 2 on this. Something like that. Right, anyway, so disengage. Right, so there's this disengage, and we do have 1 hit check to make, so it's a 7. Fortunately, he is one of the ones that's no ammo, so we've still got these 2 guys. Right, so let's see if we can... 7 or greater would be better right now. Oh, how about 7 bang on? Very nice. So that's trivial. And I'm probably going to be just saying that. Well, we've still got... Oh, hang on. Right, so I'm not getting peace here. Don't know what we're saying there. So, yeah, we've done our hit check. That's fine. So yeah, that's the bomber formation finished, Grant. So let's move on. Right. So escort reaction. 1 or more RAF fighters in bomber formation there. Yeah. Draw an escort action card, draw only one card, apply the results. Right, okay. So this is suppressed though. So we're going to draw a card. We don't want to see the port come up for any cards. We don't want to see ambush. That's pretty much it, isn't it? I think. The visibility is clear. We do have one card in the port. We're only getting one in the high as well. That feels like a... And we're getting an ambush. Ah! Damn it. Right, so clouds don't matter. So, Helper Eyes, one from the port. It is 109s. Let's lay that card aside. So, he's going to... right, hang on here. So, we've got all this stuff. You know what? I think I'm going to move this out here now. Because that's just getting a bit... I've got two different areas now. So, these are lost... now, hold on. That leader's low ammo. I'm going to have to put that on top because and he's low ammo. He's separate though. So he's low ammo. Right, hang on. He's no, don't do that. He's low ammo, and these two are still a section. So I think it's a bit like that. These are a section. That one's low ammo. He's on his own, Whammo, yeah, I think that's who it is. They're all lost contact because this is going to get randomised to that as well, isn't it? There's nothing to say. Card icon appears, draw with 5 advantage card, start with the 109s, select area fighters randomly unless one has a delay marker. That's its only priority is delay markers. It's got nothing to do with... Right, hold on. Oh, I hope I've not done that. I've done this. I think I might have done. I spoke about it anyway because this is happening in the bomber formation area, isn't it? Not lost contact. I mean, ambush says apply it to a section that has lost contact. If there isn't a section that has lost contact, apply it to independent area fighter that has lost contact. If none, apply it to an area fighter in the bomber formation area. That's what ambush says. Now Helper Eyes says immediately draw select area fighters randomly unless one is a delay marker. But no, hold on, before that it says draw a Luftwaffe advantage card to initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area. Yeah, German fighters from that escort station engage your fighter. Yeah, I think that is the case, but I tell you what, you could maybe not. Well, you know, they're coming from here and we're in here. The other guys that have lost contact are not in here. They're not in the bomber formation area. That's easy to get. The thing is, I feel like when I first was looking at this, I wasn't considering lost contact. Right, I'm going to go and look. Surely somewhere out there it's been asked. Helper Eyes, I think, is what I need to look for. So give me a minute. I can't find anything on BGG, which kind of frustrates me. I've thought about asking a question, but I don't think I need to. Helper Eyes. If a card icon appears on a station occupied by an unsuppressed escort station marker, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card to initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area. Right? So that's the bit they are. Whereas ambush says if an ambush note appears on the bottom right corner, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card and apply it to a section that is lost contact. If there isn't a section that's lost contact, then apply it to an independent area fighter that's lost contact. If none, apply it to an area fighter in the bomber formation area. Yeah, okay. I'm just kind of hoping I didn't blunder with that before, because I think I maybe talked about it. And nobody said anything up to now, but that's not to say that it might have been a part that I've not released yet. I know there was one point where I randomised, I included a lost contact. Yeah, I did, don't I? I remember rolling on including something that was lost contact, or I certainly talked about it. I think I said if that guy had stayed lost contact, we would have been randomising between him as well. I think that's wrong. I don't think that video's out there yet, or I get the feeling it's not. Okay, so my belief is that this has got to be within the bomber formation area, and it's got to be between these guys here. Yeah, because it's coming from this. It's coming from this port station. But then, where's the ambush coming from? Well, ambush is a different thing, isn't it? And ambush specifically talks about lost contact area. You know. However, if there's nothing in that area, then we'll come into the bomber formation. So it's like an ambush, something it's out there, it's floating about, and then it sees these guys lost contact, or let's say there's nobody in that lost contact, then it comes into the bomber formation area and it picks on one of them. But that way, yeah, they're separate bits. So it looks like I've got that wrong. I just hope that I didn't blunder. It just would have been a random selection, so hopefully I've not been at Help Arrives and selected somebody from lost contact, because I don't think that's right. I remember talking about it though, and I was like convinced myself that it didn't say. I mean, it doesn't say, but it says initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area. I'm going to have to go and ask this question. I feel like I'm pretty sure it's right. What's the chances of getting a quick reply though? Because I want to get this done. Right, okay, posted a question, hoping to get a quick answer, but I do feel like I can go ahead with this and just randomly select between these 5. I really feel like that's right, but just the way it's talked about, ambush specifically talks about it differently. I mean, although Help Arrives, it says select area fighters randomly, unless one is a delay marker. It doesn't talk about it there. It's just that at the beginning part of Help Arrives, it talks about draw a Luftwaffe advantage card to initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area, which is the bit that suggests to me that it's just between these 5. Yeah, I don't know. Does that need to be clear? Is that just me? Probably. It won't be the first time. Okay, so we've got light 109 station, the port station. We've got one card to randomly draw. We do have an ambush to come as well, but that's you do them in this order. So Help Arrives comes before the ambush, which is going to involve the lost contact stuff. So I mean, I guess when you look at that bit takes care of lost contact. This bit doesn't bother with lost contact, maybe. Hopefully, right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We re-roll an 11 or 12, and while I'm doing this, just before I draw cards, I'll maybe just check if somebody's maybe hovering about, waiting to answer my question, right? So. And then we can redo this if for some reason it does involve lost contact. Right, 7. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I tell you what, yeah, we didn't want one of the low ammo guys, did we? I mean, even though that means this guy can't fire back. I'll tell you what else, he's not one of the green pilots, is he? No. Green 2. No, it's green 3. Yeah, we kind of didn't want him. Well, mind you, that wouldn't have mattered, Grant. No, because he can't protect him now anyway. So, yeah. Right, so it's green 2. Yeah, I would like to just have that confirmation, but I've not really got the time to hang about here. Hang on. Hi all. Right, back to finish whatever part this is. It'll be in the header. This is just me coming back to finish off. I think I'm about 35 minutes in there. I didn't get the chance to finish this one yesterday. And I kind of wanted sort of confirmation on this question that I had. It seems like it's been a daft question. I did get an answer. To be honest, it wasn't that long after, but I really didn't have the chance to come back anyway. Yeah, and my question was basically when randomly selecting a fighter for Helper Eyes, is it only selected from within the bomber formation area? Just in here. And mainly asking, not that I worded it that way, but asking, is lost contact involved? Just reading out what it says in page 36 again. 2 Helper Eyes. If a card icon appears in the station occupied by an unexpressed escort station marker, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card to initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area. Right, that's the only bit that says bomber formation area to me. German fighters from that escort station engage your fighter. Do not move or change the escort station marker. Then maybe that's enough. That's all I see, and I'm looking else. I'm trying to look elsewhere, but even the reference that I get talks about page 36, the last sentence of subsection 2, which I'm assuming he means help arrives. And the last sentence is, regardless of the number of icons, do not draw more cards than an array of fighters. Which he mentions, I'll give that the reply in a second. To be honest, I really do think it's one of these things that I just sometimes read and feel that, feel the need to sort of challenge something that doesn't need to be challenged, I think. I mean, I have still replied and said that I don't quite see it as clear as, certainly not as clear as the guys replied. Anyway, so from Bob, yes, you only draw an escort reaction card if there is at least one RAF fighter in the bomber formation area. Right, I know that because we've skipped by the escort reaction when there's no fighters in the bomber formation area. However, the escort reaction card also has an ambush possibility on it, which doesn't immediately look at the bomber formation area. It looks at lost contact. So you can't, I can't say that, because of that ultimately sort of says that they've got to be in the bomber formation area. But anyway, he carries on, and the maximum number of advantage cards you can draw equals the number of RAF fighters in that area. Last sentence of subsection 2 on page 36 of the rules. I think if this had been written in the rules, what he's just said there, I don't know, maybe it is clear to others. You know what? I mean, it might be. The fact is, it's been answered, and I was happy to take that answer. And Jerry White's, one of the designers, also chimed in as well. Correct. Helper Eyes won't send escort after your fighters that are already lost contact or those on the interception map and map positions. They're German pilots reacting to your RAF fighters, Hassan bombers. So that's for Help Arrives. Help Arrives, that's what it's called. The other one's called Ambush, and it does look at lost contact. But it's clear in the rule for Ambush to me that it looks at lost contact first. I'm not had an issue with that. I still, maybe, and then it was recommended to me that I use a sequence of play cards, which I've replied that I do, and I have. And I'm not sure that the sequence of play cards... I'll just put this off again. Bring any of that clearer to me, but I could be wrong. Well, there's the escort reaction card. I don't think it goes into specifics, so does it? Yeah. Well, that the card says it there. Maybe this is. Because that says if one or more RA fighters in the bomber formation area draw an escort reaction card, draw only one card no matter how many RAF fighters there are in the bomber formation area. Okay, that tells me, and like I've just said, it tells me if there's aircraft in here, I draw one of these cards, right? But one of the actions on this is called ambush, and it wants to target things that are in the lost contact area if it can. That's I guess basically that's what I'm saying. Anyway, confirmed by somebody and by the designer. Sorry, by Bob and the designer. So good enough. And to be honest, I thought it was the case, but it does make me go back and I'm watching back the footage now because I think I wrongly speak about randomly selecting them for the Help Arrives at one point, and it's only when I've looked into it more here that I've started doubting myself, and because there was that doubt, I still thought it was worthy of asking the question, but maybe not. It's maybe just a grant thing. Okay, so let's just move on. We've got our randomly selected pilot now. This is for the port escort station. It's just a light station. We did suppress the high one, so that is good. We do also have an ambush on this card, which we'll have to deal with as well. So a Luftwaffe advantage on this. Yeah, it's 109s. Yeah, let's do it. We can draw it now, it's fine. Luftwaffe advantage card, right. So tailed by a rotor, and behind you, if heavy escort, replace the rotor with a swarm. Well, it's not heavy, it's light. So tailed by a rotor, 109s, and that'll be that. So that's not the worst. So now we can manoeuvre. Well, I've got no ammo, haven't we? I think if you've got no ammo, there's no real point in trying anything else apart from evade, is there? I don't know. Maybe somebody will tell me there is, but I'm going to go with evade. So two-tailed cards, independent fighter against 109s. We have a result because we can choose a vanish and a hit. Or we can just choose a reduction, and it's just a rotor. So we choose the reduction, so that reduces, and then because we're still being tailed and we've played evade, it reduces again, and that's that. Done. Okay, so he can slip back in there for now, and then we'll go back to the escort reaction card. So that was the only Helper Eyes we're going to get. Like I say, there is one in the high station, but we have that suppressed, so that's fine. Next would be reduce escort. Well, there's no reductions on any of them. And then we've got the shift escort. So the low would shift to the starboard. There's nothing in the low to shift to the starboard. And then, however, we do have an ambush. Right, so let's read the rules for the ambush again, and I'm looking up at the lost contact stuff now because it's definitely going to come from there. Ambush. If an ambush note appears in the bottom right corner, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card and apply it to a section that is lost contact. Right, so that means it's either going to be that yellow section or the red section. This or that. So it's one to prioritise a section. If there isn't a section that is lost contact, apply it to an independent RA fighter that's lost contact. If none, apply it to RA fighter in bomber formation area. None ignores result. If Luftwaffe fighter type is 109, 110, is it? It's indicated on the card. It's 109 on the card. It triggers an immediate dogfight. So we're going to randomise between, I'm just going to say even, odd, and see what we get. So even's the yellow one, and it is indeed the yellow. So yeah, this could be slightly more dangerous. The fact it's a section, I should be able to just put it here and move that low ammo to there. I can zoom that up again. Okay, so these are lost contact. That low ammo's on the yellow leader, and yeah, Luftwaffe advantage card on that. Tail by a rotor again. Bounce if heavy escort. It's exactly the same card, isn't it? If heavy escort replaces the rotor with a swarm. It is exactly the same card this time. Oh, it's not. See? It's not. You said that the last time, Grant. That was behind you. and this one's bounced. Yeah, well, the results are the same then. Tail by a Rota. Behind you it says, if heavy escort replace a Rota with a swarm. Bounces, well, tail by a Rota bounces if heavy escort replaces a Rota with a swarm. And that's the one we've just drawn. So it's not a heavy escort. Now hold on. This is ambush. So no, that's not going to count, is it? No, I don't know why you look. Because it's talking about the escort stations, Grant. Bounced behind you. Ambush and chase applies. Oh. Right, well, just as well looked at this one then. So for bounced and behind you, if it's an ambush and a chase, it applies if there is an unsuppressed heavy escort marker on the interception map. That marker spawns the fighters. Note that for chase, unsuppressed escort. Right. Well, it's not going to apply, but yeah, that would mean if any of them was heavy, because, well, oh no, that's light as well, because we reduced that, didn't we? So there's no heavies. Yeah, so, but where is this, when we done port, was looking at this station specifically. The ambush doesn't care if it's that station. I mean, it's not that station, because it's an ambush. So if we had had a heavy station here, it would have applied. However, we've not got a heavy, so it's just tail by a Rota. Right. Well, I'm glad I did glance at that. I think I would have worked it out and it would have been fine anyway, but yeah. Okay. So tail by a Rota and well, this time we can do other things, maybe. Now yellow leader is just regular. Ugh. So they're both regular pilots, no skills, no veteran abilities. That's not the right word. Right. Well, maybe I might hang on here. Let's think then, because it doesn't. Well, I was wondering about maybe keeping these intact. Well, you've still got the red one that's intact if you want to try and chase with that. I'm not so sure we're going to do any of that anyway. I wasn't very great in my points this turn though, am I? This shot, am I? What points am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell you what, if we shot down and run our escort, that would give us an extra point. And make it 6 for this patrol, which isn't quite as bad and might tempt me more. So we try the turn then. You'll move the Luftwaffe fighter marker so it's head on, ignore all other results. But we can do a slip here because we have got a section. That definitely splits the section up though. That breaks off from the section is tail by the other. Yeah, okay. Well, we lost contact anyways. But you know what? I think we're going to try the slip. Okay, so I'm going to go. That's my maneuver. So we draw one-tailed card. And it's a section against 109s, so we're looking for the slip icon. Yes, I think we've got it. So section against 109s. We've got the slip icon. That wouldn't have been a bad result though, would it? That would have got rid of it. Well, no, it wouldn't. Well, if we had drawn 2 cards for a Vade, like we have been, this card would have been good enough to put it away. Well, we would have got 1 fuel. Okay, well, that's not what happened. So, let's just check. Slip. If the slip icon appears on the dogfight card, which it does, dogfight card, the manoeuvre succeeds and all other results are ignored. So we ignore the fuel and the reduction. Place 1 area fighter behind the Luftwaffe fighter marker. So I'm just going to take... Well, I'm going to take this guy because he's got low ammo. So I'm going to take this guy. So he slips behind us now, which I think disengages it from that as well, because he's trying to now get away from. Let me just confirm that, no? But it's one RAF fighter behind the Luftwaffe fighter marker. That Luftwaffe fighter marker then breaks off from the section. So, yeah, so we go like that. We sort of slip behind, and then he breaks off from the section, but we're still tailing him. Like that. So he's not and then engaged with that anymore. Tailed by the RAF fighter is now an independent RAF fighter. Well, they're both independent now. That was always going to happen if we got that right. So, well, that worked. Let's see if it benefits us at all now. So, yeah, let me just check with the dogfight cycle cards here. So with place fighters, there was no head-on combat. We've done our tail manoeuvre, which was slip, which I can move away now. That was a tail combat that we just drew. And, oh, yeah, it is. We still have tail-in combat now. So it might not go into a second round then. After resolving tail combat, go to step D4, tail-in combat. Yeah. So if an RAF section or independent fighters tail-in German fighter marker decide whether to conduct the tail... Oh, we can just let it go, can't we? So we could just let this go. And then go to hit checks and then resolve it. So... have I got any cards just to glance at? We've got 2 cards in the head and tailing discard pile. Boo! Stop looking at it. You're not allowed to do that. Right, so if we were looking at these 2 cards, it'd be tailing. I've not hardly done any of this at all though, so I need to have some idea. So tailing 109s, and we are just an independent fighter. So that would be an S, a low ammo, and we would shoot one of them down. And that's exactly the same result, isn't it? An S, which I'm not sure what is, but that is shooting them down and we're getting low ammo. That was the only 2 cards that are in this card pile. What is the S? I get the feeling it's not very good. S. Oh, split. German. The Luftwaffe fighter marker splits into 2 markers and now one tails your fighters. How can it split if it's a rota though? Oh, well, it could split into 2 singles. If that's the case, I don't like it, and I'm probably just going to let them go then. Page 60. I mean, the example is a swarm splitting into 2 rotas. Split. Germans manoeuvre behind your fighter. Split the tailed Luftwaffe fighter marker into 2 smaller units. For example, replace a tailed swarm with 2 rotas. Place one of the Luftwaffe fighter marker so it's tailing the RAF fighter. If this result is combined with a damage result, apply the kill to the Luftwaffe fighter marker that remains tailed by your fighter or section. If tailing a lone fighter, know this result. Okay, so yeah, this would split into 2 singles, and we would shoot down the one in front, and then we'd be left with one tailing us. I think I'm going to go for this, actually. I'm going to go for this. The last 2 have had the S as well, which, okay, it wouldn't be perfect for us, but it might mean that the next card's not going to have the S on it. Right, so we could let this guy go, but we're not going to. We're going to draw a head-on and tailing card, and we're going to look at the 109 tailing independent fighter. So tailing 109, oh great. We don't get the damage, and we get a T, whatever that is, and he's low ammo. That's the right one, isn't it? 109 independent fighter, right? So we're low ammo, and then we've got a T, which I don't know, could be worse. T. The player A, just look at the player A. T turn, rotate the Luftwaffe fighter marker 180 degrees, it's now head on. Okay, page 61 that is. Yeah, Germans manoeuvre, turn the Luftwaffe. It's similar to what we're doing, aren't we? We slipped behind him before. The S is sort of him slipping behind us. isn't it? It's the same thing. And the turn 1, it just means he's turning to face us. That's it. So we got low ammo and the T for turn. German's maneuver, turn and look half a fat mark around, so it's head on. And then that the card done. And now we are now going to go into the round 2. There's no hit checks to do, so we'll resume from card D2 here. So we've got ourselves into a bit of bother here, and we could have just got out of this. So head-on combat, so we're going to resolve a head-on now. Remember, this guy's not involved, and in fact, he can... I think he can just go back to the lost contact area. Because it's just this guy that's involved now. So head-on. 109's independent fighter. Head-on 109's independent fighter. Vanishing a hit. Right, well, you probably asked for that. So he vanishes, but however, yellow 2's taking a hit. And he was getting away with it. If we just let him go, we try to be greedy. Who's yellow 2? I got a curse on it now. Yellow 2 is C. And that is... oh, it's Hal. Oh, sorry, Hal. Let's hope it's a good one. Right, I'll stick it in my fingers. Right, this is a straight up hit, yeah. Oh dear, it's a 9. Well, that's what can happen. There was me thinking about trying to grab another escort kill for a 1 victory point, and it looks like Hal could be in trouble. Right, we're not over the channel, but right, we've got to do this now. So it's a 9 wing. Well, we can roll high. Oh, that's close as well. Don't like it when it's 1 off. Right, that is 1 off. So Hal is going to the wing. Fate box. So where's that? It's an 8 to 12. And he's pilot C. It's an 8 to 12. That's an 8 plus the bailout. Oh dear. That's not great at all. The only thing is it's a 1, well, unless you catch fire. It's a 1 to 3 for the fire actually. 1 to 3 KIA, or 1 to 2 if we crash. So that's the one that's maybe not so bad, but anyway, that wasn't good, and that was a poor choice as it proved. But you know what? I don't know. Well, it was a poor choice because what was it gaining? We could have let that go. You know, we didn't need to do that. It's not that we needed another escort shot down. If it had been for the escort suppression role, yes, I would have said yes, go for it. But it wasn't needed there. Just let the guy go. Well. Right, and that was the ambush. So that's the escort reaction card done. And 23 minutes. Where are we next? Where are we going next? Well, it's possible chase, isn't it? So, well, I don't know. I mean, we've got that there. Remember that suppression is going to come off, but we don't need. Chase 2 dice for the fighter. What would we need? Yeah, here's a chase table. Let's have a glance at that. So we've got 1 that's a section there, so it's only a 1 die roll. But remember, the section comes into the here, which I'm not so sure we really want. We've got low ammo for the 3 independents, and then of course down here we've got 3 guys with no ammo. So we've only got 2 fighters. I think we should maybe just go. Well, it is Stukas though. It is Stukas. They only need 1 more hit. Right, what's the chase possibility then? We're on, the visibility is good, it's clear. Escorts are light as well. So that's not bad. But remember, we've got to roll 2 6s. We roll 2 dice and they're both got to be a 6 or higher. And if we roll, and we take the lowest number, and if we roll a 1 to 3, we're going to get intercepted. My guess is it'll have to be by the port one again, because the other one's still suppressed. How many points did I say we had? I think we've got 5, haven't we? Should we not just take that? I mean, our lowest score for a patrol was 3. We've had a 5 result and a 6 result, and then the rest have all been double figures. Or we leave maybe just these 2 guys and I've got low ammo and have them not do the chase and have them go after these 2. Because bringing another 2, no, it's 3, isn't it? Bringing another 3, okay, I suppose you could go for that. But remember, these aren't even, this isn't even disconnected yet, isolated this yet, so it's going to be harder. It's going to be a bit harder to damage, isn't it? We'll be coming in from the flank, wouldn't we? We're coming in from the flank, which, yeah, doesn't do as much damage, does it? Yeah, I think you should go home, Grant. Because even risking 2 of these on both of these, just looking at the bomber cards there again, just the pilots on top, would be looking at this for, well, we could just go for that one though. I mean, the chances of that one are much higher. Yeah. Well, yeah, there was 2 or 3 there that didn't have damage, but if we go for the, joint tile, then that's no damage. That one is, that one's not, that one's not. That one is, that one's not, that one is. So they're not as good. Just looking at the rest of it, they are. Yeah, looks a bit 50-50. Maybe 60-40 in favour of damage, but I guess as I'm looking there, that's just a guess. Sure, I'll have it all worked out, the percentages, but well, he's not here to say, so. There you go. Right, I think I'm going to stop, but I've just realised I'm at 27 minutes and I had 35 minutes already, so which is over an hour, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to leave myself sitting with the chase step, copy this bit across, and I'm going to come back straight away, but I'll make my decision then. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. Cheers.